Morning once again from NewsNation in Chicago. I'm Marni Hughes. Our top story this hour, we're watching Wall Street with the opening of the stock market just a few moments ago. The Asian markets also tumbling this morning as the Dow and other industries are down. The Nikkei diving 7.8%, Japan hitting the circuit breaker, pausing trading for 10 minutes before the market there dropped more than 8%. And foreign markets looked at close today, down as well. Hong Kong, China, Taiwan, South Korea, and Australia all down. NewsNation's Alicia Nieves is live for us at the New York Stock Exchange with the latest on the reaction at this hour. Still early in the day, but what are folks saying?
Yeah, I mean, Wall Street is reeling right after, 2 straight days of losses on Thursday and Friday, and now we're going into that today. You saw that a moment ago. The Dow was off initially by about 1,500 points. It's cooled down a little bit, down closer to around 800 points. But you got the S&P 500. That has entered into bear market territory, meaning that is off 20% from its high just in February. You also have the Nasdaq. That hit bear market territory last week. That is now also, again, in bear market territory. Now down by about 26%. These are significant and historic losses. They were already historic based on Thursday and Friday's trading session, and now you're digging further into that, as I mentioned a moment ago there. So 3 straight sessions as it stands right now of losses. All of this around Trump's tariffs, and not just the tariffs themselves on the surface, but a lot of it is around what Trump and the administration has not been saying about these tariffs. One thing that being the timeline, how long these tariffs could actually last. We have heard over and over, short-term pain for long-term gain. But how long is short-term? That is relative. That is uncertainty that the market does not like, and that is why it's reacting in part to the way it's reacting. Also, you have China that has come out last week saying they have issued, response territories, 34%, signaling a more aggressive stance. The negotiations are not going in the direction where we could see a shorter timeline. That is what is concerning markets. If there is any hope for the markets today, it is a meeting that is expected to happen later on today between Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu. Netanyahu coming here to the U.S. in part to talk about the tariffs that are imposed on Israel, 17% tariffs there. If we see some negotiation that comes out of that, if we see a repeal of that tariff because negotiations went so swift, I think you could see markets cool down a little bit. I don't expect, and analysts that I've talked to already today don't expect to wipe out the losses that we saw, but certainly expect that markets could cool down. And that's going to be good news, not just for Wall Street, but for Main Street, right? Because most of our portfolios, our retirement plans are tied to this market movement right now, Marni.
Yeah, the Dow down about 2.6% right now. So with the losses over the last 2 or 3 days, at what point, Alicia, and are these conversations being had about a potential halt in trading? What would trigger that?
Yeah, we already saw that in foreign markets, right? And so that's like the top question that I've been asked today and that people have been talking about today. There are circuit breakers within the market that get triggered, but they are intraday. So I mentioned the Nasdaq is down 26% in the last couple of trading sessions. The S&P 500, that today is down 20%. But intraday, meaning between the time the market opens and the time market closes, if it hits a certain percent of losses, the market starts to, they pause or halt for a minute. For example, the S&P 500, once it's down 7% intraday, that first circuit breaker hits, 13% is the second circuit breaker, and then 20% is the third circuit breaker. We hope not to get anywhere near that, but we'll be watching closely. Right now, the S&P 500, that is down about 2 1/3%, but if it gets close to that 7% threshold, we could see a halt in trading, Marni.
Yeah. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider, and don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.